In what is absolutely the most despicable act that I have ever seen leading into a Thanksgiving holiday, two National Guardsmen were shot. There's conflicting reports as to whether they are in critical condition or dead. They were stationed right outside of the White House. They're from West Virginia. The shooter, right here pictured, went up to the National Guardsmen and shot them point blank in the head in a targeted attack. This was not the National Guardsmen getting caught in a crossfire of some other crime or something else occurring in Washington, D.C., some other criminal activity like a robbery or like gangland violence. This is a targeted attack. The shooter, the killer here has been described as a man with an Arabic-looking beard, Arabic look. This is not a great photo, and we don't know the identity of the shooter. According to law enforcement, the shooter didn't have any identification card on them at the time. And so what happens next? The DOD has come out and said that they are now going to surge National Guard resources into Washington, D.C. Here we go.
President Trump has asked me, and I will ask the Secretary of the Army to the National Guard, to add 500 additional troops, National Guardsmen, to Washington, D.C. This will only stiffen our resolve to ensure that we make Washington, D.C. safe and beautiful. The drop in crime has been historic. The increase in safety and security has been historic. But if criminals want to conduct things like this, violence against America's best, we will never back down. President Trump will never back down.
Kash Patel is out talking about what happened during the shooting here.
Where two of our brave members of the National Guard and the Department of War were brazenly attacked in a horrendous act of violence. They were shot. They're in critical condition. As you can see behind me, we have assembled the full force of both the federal and state and local law enforcement agencies to bring bear all of our resources to make sure we find the perpetrators responsible for this heinous act. And make no mistake, they will be brought to justice. Since this is an assault on a federal law enforcement officer, this will be treated at the federal level as an assault on a federal law enforcement officer.
Again, we do not have confirmation as to the status of the soldiers right now, so I ask that you pray for them and that we stop the violent rhetoric against our soldiers, that we stop the violent rhetoric against federal law enforcement, that we end immediately calling these incredible and brave service members Nazis or the Gestapo. Democrats have blood on their hands here. It is sick what they have done. God, please pray for our troops.